So this is part 2 of a 2-part video. The first part took us from Menston to Hawes and the Wensleydale Cheese Factory, and this part now takes us from Hawes on the big loop over Buttertubs Pass through Swaledale, then back down south again, back home in the loop. We're just in this little village here, Green Dragon and Waterfall car park. Look, there's Hardrow Force, which is just up here now. Where we are is just on the opposite side of the River Ure from Hawes. So Hawes is just like on the other side of the valley over that way. We've just driven around because one of the roads was closed, driven around here and come. And there's a little church and a little beck which comes down there. Waterfalls. Yeah, well, let's have a look. Yeah, waterfalls. Yeah. See what this says here. Waterfall. So they've got like a pin making people pay to go in to the waterfall there, Heritage Centre and all that. But there's this little church here, and I was going to just have a look at the little waterfalls that are next to the church yard. Yeah. Yeah, so the sun's getting out a bit now, a bit brighter. That was, yeah, you have to sort of like pay to go in that bit, but there's another road which goes around the back, not going to see them, but anyway, we see millions of waterfalls for free. Don't know why you have to pay to get in there. Yeah, so there's this little church here, and next to the church is where Hardrow Beck comes down. Is that what it's called? Something like that. And I'll have a look in the church, I think. But you can see these little waterfalls. Anyway, so there's not much flow in the river, so the waterfalls are not going to be very impressive today anyway. So you must be able to just pay, like the people are paying in there and then walking up to see them. But it's nice just being here anyway, the little setting next to the church. And these little houses, look, tea rooms and things like that. So Hawes is actually over that direction there. And this stream is running into the River Ure, so the River Ure is running along the valley bottom down here. And Hawes is just on the other side of that. And we've basically been coming north, so we came from the hills over there behind the trees. That's where Fleet Moss was, and we came down that really steep drive down to the Wensleydale Cheese Factory. And then we've been there, and then we sort of came around a little loop here, and then we're going to go up these hills, over the top and into Swaledale. So this is Wensleydale. So we've been in Wharfdale, this is Wensleydale, and then we're going to go over to Swaledale up that way. I'll have a quick look in the church. It's 10 to 12 on the 5th of March. So welcome to St Mary and St John, Hardrow. Of course, it's Ash Wednesday today, so some of these might have a service on, most not, because they're just little churches in villages. It's an unusual feature, isn't it? Monthly flower rota. There we go, so it's quite plain and simple. Doesn't seem quite as old as the last one we were in. I wonder if there's a leaflet about how old it is. What's this one? No, the church. Let's have a look. This might tell us here. Brief history. What have we got? 17th century was the first church building. But then this building says there was a church here before 1717. 18th century church. A bit too orange. Yes, with present building. Mixture of styles. 64. Yeah, not that clear. Not that clear, the information there. Looks like it's maybe rebuilt and it's not so old. Anyway, it seems relatively well maintained. Yeah, so you just sort of see the top end of this gill here, footpaths and things, and then some waterfally bits. But I think the main waterfalls are down that way somewhere. We just drove up the road. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head up here, and there's we'll see the scenes of Buttertubs Pass up this road over the top. So we're going to head now. Towards Buttertubs Pass. Very windy on the tops here, but you can look at that seat that's been put there for the view and everything, looking that way. So that's looking south. So we're going to continue heading north and over the top down to the swale. Just coming over the top and now looking down towards the River Swale Valley. You can see how steep it is down that way, and it's called Buttertubs Pass. This it's very steep, this bit, because there's a series of limestone sinkholes, and the farmers used to, on the route over, arduous route over, when they're carrying their butter, they used to just drop lower on ropes the butter down into these holes. I mean, that might be one there with a wall around it to stop sheep getting in, to keep them cool, the butter cool. So that's why it's called Buttertubs Pass. They just sort of used to, there's like a line of the limestone holes in the ground, deep, very deep, like 20 meters deep, these holes. And they used to just kind of keep the butter cool, lowering them down. So here, look, there's all fenced off, like warning and all that thing.
Warning.
So that's probably a
Buttertub.
It's a sinkhole there. There's a little pull in here. Let's have a look.
Out.
Yeah.
This is where the Tour de France.
The Tour de France, one of the routes for the Tour de France came over here, yeah, because it's very steep and that, yeah. So here, look, tell us about the Buttertubs. Just eating away these shafts and the water flowing down there. And you can see this is a shaft, it's really deep, like, it goes right down there, and that's where they used to lower the butter to keep it cool when they were coming over the hill on a hot summer's day. So it says returning past the potholes along near the market. the other side just here, so like one there, here. There's a little line of a few of these big sinkholes going down. Yeah, not the main part of that, is it? Hello? This descent now has got a 25% gradient. That's quite something. There's a little sign there that maybe we'll just sort of stop and a quick look at that before we go down the 25% gradient.
We make it.
So I just head down this little hairpin bend and down the road down that way, and then that takes us down the River Swale. This sign tells us about the barn down there. Hundreds of small field barns or cow houses. Unique style of farming started in the 17th century. Milk from cows for important income. When the winters are harsh, so they put the cows in the little cow houses during the winter. So that's what all these little, there's a ruin there, but there's one there. All over this area, there's these little cow houses to sort of put them in the harsh conditions. There's a little thing here, but Mooka Parish 2000. Big wide open vistas up here. Trying to get through little gaps in the cloud. You're looking down the Swale Valley. Not quite as steep as before. More of these cow barns are everywhere. And I'm going to cross over the river here, the Swale
Bridge.
Coming down to the little picnic area there in the village of Mooka, not quite how you pronounce it. This is the river on the right here. Historical Mooka Literary Institute. Can you go in to be open, doesn't it? Should we have a look? So that is free exhibition. Let's go in there. We need to just park somewhere though. Yeah. It's just a shot of the church and the little houses along the river front. And we're going to go in this little free exhibition here. Look at that. That's for sale. It was the Methodist church, look, but it's a house now. For sale. Art gallery and all that, yeah. Bridge to your house on the cross there, look, the wooden bridge. Tractors coming. Tea shop. Closed for the season, so it must be just the village store. Look at that, it's a little thing, isn't it? Village store. Closed. Look, it's only open on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday between 10 and 12. It's open 2 hours on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. That's all it's open. What's this? Viking origins. Norse word mjoraka, meaning small piece of farmed land. So in this building here, there's a little exhibition, it says. We'll go and have a look in that. They've felled a lot of trees here, look, along the riverbank for some reason. Spoilt it really, I don't know why they've done that.
Maybe they want people to see the car.
I don't know. What's this then? This is the Literary Institute. Unusual building, built in the 1860s. A reading room for local people. That's what it is. Free exhibition. Public hall available to hire. Renovated in 2015. Explore the photos and history. Alright, so it's just a little room. Music playing. And little artifacts and things. A video. Every cow tells a story. Miner's boots. It was like a silver band of silver, so I think they had like a little silver mine. The caving groups explore the disused mines. Colouring in section there, look. Jigsaws and leave donations for jigsaws if you want to. Donations for books as well, so you can actually just donate what you want. There's no price on anything. Please leave donations for books in the honesty box. So somebody's came on the 2nd and someone came today, look, from Lancashire. Val, John, Alan and Sue came today. Fascinating, thank you. That's the bell, isn't it? Rooms open to visitors. Historic silver band with a the upstairs room was a library. Mucus Silver Band formed in 1897. So it practiced elsewhere, then used the lower room for practice. It was used by a bank for visiting services in 1981. The alarm bell that used to be outside for the bank when it was at... Yeah. Interesting. So we're just driving along the valley bottom now, heading towards the village of Reeth, which is a few miles down the Swale Valley. And the sun's breaking through more and more as the day goes on. So you can see the kind of brightness on the hills over there with all the dry stone walls going steeply up the side of the hillside. Okay. So this is a little bridge going over the River Swale at Gunnerside, and you can see all the dry stone walls and the old cow huts, stone buildings along the valley bottom there. And then going up on the hillside, all the other little areas of the dry stone walls. So this is just a little village of Gunnerside. This is the village of Gunnerside. I'm just looking down the valley bottom. There's actually a network of dry stone walls and the cows. But then we look on the hill, there's some moorland burning happening right now, look. Straight up there. Patch burning. So just looking down at the River Swale, which is the channel along there. It's the floodplain of the River Swale. Heading towards Reeth. Still driving along next to the River Swale on the floodplain. Nice little views of the hillsides on either side. The swale is right just in the channel, right? There's a little wall here stopping the water from coming in the road. Like a levee. It's right in the channel just there. Can't see it. There's the river. And then there's like a big wide pool where it widens out there, and a little bridge going over. Sun's come out now, really nice and sunny, right? Nice strong sunshine. This is the village of Reeth. So what we're about to do is just turn off from Swale down, head over those moors over there, go back down and over the top. Start heading south, just to show you the setting of the village that we're in. Like a bridge, and there's like an old-fashioned police tank thing there. Really weird, isn't it? There's like a little few cars for sale in this area here, but the police tank is strange.
It's got like some Japanese writing on it or something.
Right, we're just coming out of Reeth now, and I'm going to head over the moors. Over the moors here, southeasterly direction towards Leyburn. So we're coming over from the Swale catchment, then over the top to Leyburn, across the moors, like a little diagonal in a southeasterly direction. So you see the haze, which is the smoke off the moorland burning, blowing down to the valley. And flags are out, so that means don't go on that land. Could be shooting.
Shooting? Oh, nobody said it.
All along here there's all shooting ranges. So they must be doing it today, the red flags. Caution, rangers ahead, keep to roads, military firing range. So, and when they raise the red flag, it means they're doing it. So definitely don't go on the moor. Just on the left here, you got the military firing range, still red flags up all the way along, and then there's all like huts and things. Stations and guardhouses and all that sort of stuff knocking about. And straight down there, all them green ones look like specialists
see like the targets.
Yeah, they've still got the targets and that there.
Wow.
Yeah, rifle range. There's some more over here.
In 1 mile, arrive at your destination.
Stuff there.
Smoke from the fire. Smoke blowing along from a moorland fire. And then more building, like outbuildings and things for these military ranges. Coming up. The fire's on the right, you can see a little patch burning there. It's all blowing over here to the military range. Again, like more sort of strange bits of infrastructure and things, tunnels and all sorts of stuff going on. There's an amazing bridge here over the River Ure again, so back in Wensleydale, as we approach the historic town of Middleham. And in Middleham there's an old castle as well, which is ruined but still in quite good condition really. But that was an amazing bridge there, that stone bridge. And this area is famous for kind of a lot of horse racing sort of stables and big owners and that, of specialist horse racing facilities and big expensive horses and things up here. So we're just coming in now to the town, or the little town or village of Middleham, and you might be able to see as we come in. I don't know if you'll be able to see the castle as we drive through. Just pause it. Just driving through the sort of centre of the village now. We need to go here, down here.
Bear left onto the A6 108. Bear left onto the A6 108.
We stayed there, didn't we, with the Richard III hotel, was it?
Turn right onto Pack Lane, then take the first right.
The castle's just behind these houses here.
There it is.
There
Look.
it is there.
You can just park there. And, just see it from there.
Yeah, you can just see it from the outside. You don't need to go in.
Not much more to see.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's English heritage, I think. It's a pay to get in if you want to go and have a proper look around. But yeah, you can just walk around the grounds on the outside, see just as well. You can just walk up these lanes and things and see it. Right, that's it.
Proceed to the route.
So more of Middleham, and we're just going to head off now back home. Just see through the trees here the ruins of Revo Abbey. Just there. There is a car park and a visitor centre and all that, like big walks and everything. You have to pay to get in, I think. Yeah, Revo Abbey there. Just see the ruins through the trees. I'll get a better angle on it really. Just starting to zoom in. Revo Abbey starts with the letter J, so it's spelled Jervo, pronounced Revo. So you can see more smoke from Moorland burning again up there. We're sort of on our way to Masham now, where there's a Black Sheep Brewery there and things like that. But anyway, then we're going to head off south home. See, from the side road here, you can see it there as well, the ruins. This is the visitor centre for the Black Sheep Brewery. Formed when a son ran away from the father's brewery and formed his own. Massam we're in, the village of Massam. So it's on top of the hill here, and you can look down across the village, the church and the houses and stuff down there. So there's a visitor centre that people go to with a kitchen and a shop and tours and all that. And we can smell it. Smell all the yeast and, you know, yeah. It's a village square in Massam. The church is over there. And it's like all different buildings. Harry's Fish and Chips there, look. And oh, look at all the beer lorries and all that. There's a Theakston's brewery as well, with its own visitor centre, as well as the Black Sheep Brewery. There we go. Lots of people are sitting over there. There's like a little market. Looks like they're selling plants and things, fruit and veg market. So there's not much going on, but there's a few little stalls down here. Look, selling plants and things.
Turn left onto Church Street, then turn left onto Park Street.
King's Head Hotel. Yeah, little marketplace, a few things. Eggs and honey and all that. It's just out the back of a van, isn't it? What's that? Yorkshire Water. Oh, that is.
Turn left.
Very old buildings out on this square as well. People just chatting and milling about. Now back in Nidderdale, heading south, and we're coming just past Brimham Rocks, which is all the little interesting rock formations with things looking like they're balanced on each other. A lot of people come and walk amongst them. They're quite big, but it's like National Trust land and quite expensive to park up there, but you can find little slots on this road that goes past it and then just walk in. Sometimes like little free parking spots. You haven't got time today, but just to let you know, we're going past and you can see some of the sort of rock stands and things as we're driving past, silhouetted against the sun. There's some in there, yeah. Don't know if you can make them out by the trees as we're going along. Sunlight might be shining too much, yeah.
There's that funny one there.
Yeah, that's a good one. There, you can see that one,
There we go.
yeah. Yeah, so loads of stuff like that all in this area. On our route back, we're just passing Menwith Hill radar station, the big Air Force base, US military, loads of underground bunkers and all that, and all the golf balls that are here.
See it by the trees.
Just off. So you can see some of the golf balls there, look. Gate. A bit behind the trees and things, there's cameras all over the place. The entrance coming up here. Back home for 3 o'clock now. And it's nice and sunny this afternoon, come out nice.